Hi there, my name is Daoud Miracle, and I'm the co-founder of a branding and web design agency called Doing Good. Now, we stumbled across your website while doing some research for an allergy client we're currently working with. When we took a look at your site, we noticed there were a number of things that you could do to improve it. And so I wanted to reach out with this video and share some of those things with you. Now, even though this is completely out of the blue, this is something that we do normally. It's very common for us to find websites that need some help and record videos to sort of point out areas where you could improve your site and ultimately get better response from the people who visit your site. And so normally I like to start these videos out with things that are positive and good about your site. And I would say one area that's really good is the listing on Yelp. I think it's really nice getting people to leave you reviews and showing those positive reviews is a really nice thing. And also, telemedicine is becoming a big thing, and I think it's going to really grow here in the next decade. So having a portal is really important. And that's about, unfortunately, all I have to say that's positive about your site. You probably know this. Um, there are many opportunities to improve your site. I get that you guys aren't taking new patients at the moment. Yeah, that's great. What this does tell me, by the way, is that you do have a method for updating your website. But let me point out some things that I think are highly lacking. One is that there's really you've established no brand whatsoever. And while branding is one of those things everyone talks about today, it's a really important piece. It's not just how something looks or having a logo. Branding is really what are you communicating to your best potential patients? What are they believing that you're about and how you can help them? And are you doing that in a professional manner that's also welcoming? And honestly, your site is just not doing that whatsoever at all. And so the site looks unprofessional. Things are just, it really feels like things are just kind of tossed on the screen. Doesn't give people really the opportunity to find what they're looking for. And so, it's we'd recommend a massive update to your site. When I say massive, I mean more in concept, not in not necessarily in cost or anything. Those are things we could discuss. But just point out some other things. This whole big gap right here. I'm going to guess at some point this was maybe a slideshow or something, but this isn't working. This button, it doesn't really feel clickable. It'd be nice to schedule an online appointment. But again, the process of getting through this isn't very clear. It doesn't really look like a button. You really only need this message on your homepage. And if you're not going to accept new clients, again, that's something that maybe should stand out a little bit more. This area is not used very well. Usually these kind of areas of a website, you'd expect to see some links or buttons that you could click. So not giving the user what they expect. In general, your site's not mobile friendly. I think all of these questions that are kind of your FAQ sort of get lost just because there's so much content on the homepage. Really, again, as I said, this is your site's in need of a massive overhaul, and we'd be happy to chat with you about that. The bottom line is that when people come to your site, they have expectations. And part of what they do is they use how your website's presented to them, what their website looks like, how it communicates with them, to get a sense of what it's like to work with you and your staff. So if you're not putting your best foot forward online, and specifically in mobile, then you're taking the risk of really losing potential new patients. And again, even though you're saying you don't want new patients, there will come a time when you will. Or there will come a time when you will want more new patients. And so having a site that brings all those positive elements together to communicate what it is that you can do to help your new patients is a really good idea. Not to mention support your current patients. For instance, getting people to schedule online is going to say every person you can get to sign up online is time that your staff gets to save. Ultimately, you get to save in money, get more production done in the office and such. So the really good news about all this is everything I've mentioned and all the things that you know yourself, all these things can be fixed. I mean, not having clickable maps, for instance, to find, not at least having a directions link to be able to find your offices. All of this stuff can be fixed. We've worked with many clients with similar problems, the same problems. Honestly, we found sites that are less developed than yours are and have helped those clients. An example might be Midland Allergy, a site that we just finished up in Midland, Michigan. So no competition to you whatsoever. But we helped them go from a very arcane looking site to something that not only is elegant looking and really presents their brand, but also really serves their audience in very specific ways. So this is just an example. The bottom line is you want a website that's going to really present you, your office, your staff, your the efficacy of you as a doctor. You want this presented well on the internet. And so we can help you with that, is really the bottom line. Um, what will happen here is we're sending you this video in the next couple of days. We're going to follow up with you and see, if you had a chance to look at the video, answer any questions for you. And all of this is just a gift. It's for you. And if you'd like to speak with us further and discuss what it would be like to um, work with us further, we'd be happy to do that as well. So just to close, again, my name is Dawood Miracle. I'm a brand and website builder at Doing Good Branding and Web Design Agency. In a nutshell, what we do is we build thriving brands with remarkable websites to help you land the patients that you want, both returning patients and new patients. We'd love a chance to add you to our list of people we've helped grow and specifically grow online. So we'll hope to talk to you soon, and thanks very much for taking the time with this video.